Hello, welcome back. In this video, we are going to discuss how to write the equation of a line that is parallel or perpendicular to a given line. Before jumping to our lessons, I want to review a few things, a few concepts we have learned before, and I have three questions. Right now, you can see two of them. So just pause the video, try to do that one, and once you have done, come back and watch the video again. So let me explain how to do this problem. So first, the question is asking to write the equation to slope-intercept form, that is y is equal to mx plus b, and you need to identify the slope and y-intercept, and then we have to draw the graph of the equations. If you have done that question, you can see that here is the answer for that one. You can compare this one. So to write the y is equal to mx plus b form, you had to isolate y, so you had to remove the 2x to the right side, so you had to subtract 2x, you get y is equal to negative 2x plus 6. So now it is y is equal to mx plus b form. So in the place of m, I have negative 2, the slope is negative 2, and the b, the y-intercept is 6. So when you draw the graph of this one, I need to draw the plot or identify or mark y-intercept b is equal to 6 first. Then our slope is rise over run, that is negative 2 over 1. So I had to move 2 point down, 1 to the right, 2 point down, 1 over. So continue drawing a couple of points and connect those points in a straight line. So now we have the graph of the equation. The second one, do the same thing. I need to isolate y is equal to isolate y. So when I isolate y, I will get y is equal to negative 2/3, negative 2 over negative 3, that turned to a positive 2 over 3x minus 3. So my y-intercept is negative 3 and the slope is 2 over 3. So since the y-intercept is negative 3 on the y-axis, I plot the point negative 3 and the slope is 2 over 3. That means your rise is 2 point up, your run is 3, and 3 point to the right. So from this point you need to move 2 up, 3 over to the right, 2 up, 3 over. If you go backwards, you have to go 2 down, 3 to the left, 2 down, 3 left, 2 down, 3 left, 2 down, 3 left. So draw a line connecting all those points. So that this is the graph of the line 2x minus 3y is equal to 9. So you have one more question. So that's the third one. So please pause the video once you have done that one. So please come back and watch the video. Here the question is asking to write the equation of a line that passes through negative 6, 1, and the slope of that line is 2 over 3. So we can do this problem in two different ways. So we need to write the equation. You can draw the graph, then write the equation, or we can use the algebraic method. So I will show you both ways, and let us do the graphical method first. That is comparatively easy to do it. So I have given a point, or we are given a point that is negative 6, 1. So first plot negative 6, 1, negative 6, 1, that is the point is here, and the slope of the line is 2 over 3. That means I had to move 2 point up and 3 point over. That is the pattern here. So from the given point negative 6, 1, 2 point up, 3 point over. So 2 point up, 3 point over. So draw a line connecting those points. So if I draw the line, that is the graph of the line. So I need to write the equation of this line into slope-intercept form. That is y is equal to mx plus b form. So from the graph, I could identify all the information I need. So y is equal to m is the slope, that is 2 over 3x plus b. So y-intercept is 2, 4 here. 5 is the y-intercept, so plus 5. So the equation of the line is y is equal to 2/3 of x plus 5. That is a graph. We can draw the graph. Then from the graph we can collect all the information. That means slope and y-intercept, and we can write the equation. The second method is algebraic method. So I need to write the equation y is equal to mx plus b. At this point, I know what is the slope. So I can write, or I can rewrite the equation y is equal to m, that is 2 over 3x plus b. So I am missing the y-intercept b. So to figure out that b, I use this point -6, -1. So when you have a coordinate, you know that the first number is x and the second number is y. So in the given situation, the present situation, so plug in -6 and 1 for x and y, then there is no more variable, only one variable left is a b, so you can solve for b. So my y is 1 equal to 2/3 of x is -6 plus b. So I can solve that one. So when you multiply the fractions, so multiply the numerator. So 2 times -6 is -12. For -12 divided by 3 is -4. So I get -4 plus b is on the right side and 1 is on the left side. So to solve for b, I need to remove -4 from there. So move the -4 to the left side. So add 4 on both sides. I will get b is equal to negative and positive 4 will be cancelled out. So 1 plus 4 is 5. Once you have b, the value of the b, replace the b with the given the value 5. So I have y is equal to 2/3 of x. Now I have the b is plus 5. That should be the answer, or that will be the equation of the line. So there are two different methods I have shown you. One is the graphical method. So draw the graph and identify the information what we need, then write the equation. Second is algebraic method. So write the formula y is equal to mx plus b and plug in what you know and use the point for x and y and solve for the unknown value b. So once you have the b, replace the b with the identify the value, replace the b with the value you have got after solving. So you have the equation of the line y is equal to 2/3 of x plus 5. Now let us move to the next one. So I just discussed the basic information you know what to proceed or successful in this lesson. One more thing the lesson about is about how we can identify whether the lines are parallel or perpendicular. The first things you have learned that when you have two lines are parallel, they have the same steepness. So here are two parallel lines, so they have the same steepness. That means if two lines are parallel, they have the same slope. So parallel means they have the same slope. The same way when you have two lines or two perpendicular lines, their slopes are opposite reciprocal. So if you have a graph or if you have equation of a line, so to identify whether they are parallel or perpendicular, first we need to identify the slope of the both lines. If the slopes are same, that means both lines are parallel. If slopes are opposite reciprocal, that means the lines are perpendicular. If neither of that one, that means the line is not parallel or not perpendicular. So here I have a couple of questions. I have 4 questions are here. So try to identify whether those lines are parallel or perpendicular. Pause the video once you have done, so come back. I hope you have done that problem. So here are the answers of those questions. So here the slope of the first one is 5. I can write as a fraction 5 over 1, and the second one is negative 1 over 5. So they are opposite, the signs are opposite, and the reciprocals. So they are perpendicular line. The second one both have the same slope, negative 3 over 4. So they are parallel lines. The third one, when you look at this one, slope is one is positive and one is negative. They're opposite, and the numbers are flipped, or that means they are reciprocal. So the slopes are opposite reciprocal, so they are perpendicular. And the last one, the slopes are opposite. They have one is positive and one is negative, but they are the same numbers. So they are not same because since the slopes are not same, they are not parallel. Then slopes are not opposite reciprocal, they are not a perpendicular too. So those lines are neither of them, not a perpendicular or not a parallel one. So here is the few more question you have. So you need to identify whether the lines are you need to find the slope of the parallel and perpendicular lines. I already done those questions. So here the question is, what is the slope of the line that is parallel to y is equal to 3x plus 5? So first identify the slope of the given line. So already given equation is in form y is equal to mx plus b. So 3 is the slope. So if two lines are parallel, their slopes are same. So the slope of the parallel line is also 3. The second one is 3x plus 2y. So first you need to identify the slope. To find the slope of an equation, so you have to rewrite the equation in the y is equal to mx plus b form. Now write the y is equal to mx plus b form. So move 3x to the right side and divide by 2. I will get the equation y is equal to negative 3 over 2x plus 3. The slope of this line is negative 3 over 2. So the slope of the line that is parallel to this line is also negative 3 over 2. So the next question is the slope of the line perpendicular to this line. So this is already y is equal to mx plus b form. So the slope of this line is negative 7 over 5. So the slope of the line that is perpendicular to this line is opposite reciprocal of the slope. So this is a negative slope. So the slope of the perpendicular line should be positive and reciprocal. So the slope of the perpendicular line should be 5 over 7. Here is the next question. 3x plus 2y is equal to 14. You need to identify what the slope of the perpendicular line. So first, as I said earlier, you need to rewrite the equation to y is equal to mx plus b form. So when you do that, you will get like this. So slope of the given line is negative 3 over 2. So the slope of the perpendicular line should be opposite reciprocal of 2 over 3. So now we are moving to the next part of the lesson. Now you know and you have the skills and knowledge to write an equation that is parallel and perpendicular to a given line. So you are able to identify the slope of the parallel and perpendicular line by this problem, and also you know how to write an equation of a line if you know the slope and a point. So using those two information, those two skills, you can succeed the next part of the lesson. So that is the writing the equation of parallel and the perpendicular line. The normal procedure to write the equation of a parallel perpendicular line is, I have explained in 3 steps. The first is you need to identify the slope of the given line. So because you are going to draw the line or write the equation of a line, that is parallel or perpendicular to your given line. So from the slope of the given line, you can find or identify the slope of the parallel or perpendicular line. If the lines are parallel, they have the same slope. If lines are perpendicular, the slopes are opposite reciprocal. So third step is, now you have the slope of the parallel perpendicular line, and the question will be given a point. So using that slope and point, you can write the equation y is equal to mx plus b. So write the equation y is equal to m. You already know the slope, mx plus b. So you are missing b. So using the point, b the y-intercept. So using the point, as we did in the first question, you can find out the b, or you can solve for b. Once you have b, replace the b with the number you have found. So here I have a question for you. Here, graph of a line A, y is equal to 2x plus 5 is given. The line A is parallel to line B, and B passes through the point 2, 0. So that's the first thing. So 2, 0 is the point where the B is passing through. So I need to graph and write the equation of the line, parallel line B. We can do it two different ways, either graphical method or algebraic method. First, I need to find the slope of the given line. So my given line is y is equal to 2x plus b, sorry, 2x plus 5. So this is y is equal to mx plus b4. The slope of the given line is y is equal to 2mx. So that is 2. So the second step is you need to identify the slope of the parallel or perpendicular line. So here we need to find the parallel line. So the slope of the parallel line is 2, because if two lines are parallel, they have the same slope. Now I need to write the equation of the parallel line. That's the third step. That is y is equal to mx plus b4. So now I know the slope m is 2. So I can write the equation y is equal to m is 2 to x plus b, because I don't know what is the y-intercept of that line. Now I need to figure out the y-intercept. So you can use either graphical method or geometrical method to do it. So I mean graphical or algebraic method to find out that one. So let us do the graphical method first. So I have given a point 2, 0. So I have the point 2, 0 is here. So the question says that the line is parallel to this line A. This is the line A, and the line B is parallel to that and passes through this point. So since both lines have the same, both lines are parallel, they have the same slope. So slope I am going to draw, the line I am going to draw has the same slope 2. So I can write 2 over 1. Okay, so that means I have to move 2 point up, 1 point over, 1 point over. If we go backwards, 2 down, 1 left. So 2 down, 1 left, 2 down, 1 left. Look here, when you keep on doing that, when we end up on the y-axis -4. So I can draw the line. So this is the line B, that is parallel to this line. So we are asked to write the equation of this line. So I already know the slope of the line is 2, so that y is equal to 2x plus. I'm missing the b, the y-intercept. From this graph, I can identify the y-intercept is -4. So I can write the equation of this line is y is equal to 2x plus b. The b is -4. So this is the equation of the line, the parallel line B, y is equal to x minus 4. So that is the graphical method I have shown you now. So let me explain to you how to find the same answer using the algebraic method. So you can follow one of the method. And here right now I am in this situation, y is equal to x plus b. I need to identify the b using the algebraic method. So the question is given a point 20. So what we need to do is just replace the x and y with the 2 and 0 in the present situation. So my y is 0 is equal to 2 times the x, so 2 times the x, so my x is 2 plus b. I can simplify here. 0 is equal to 4 plus b. To solve for b, so to isolate b, I need to move this 4 to the left side. So I had to subtract 4 from both sides. So 4 minus 4 cancelled out, so it becomes 0. So b is equal to 0 minus 4 is negative 4. Now I have the b is negative 4. Now you have b, so replace the b with the negative 4 in the left here. So my equation of the parallel line is y is equal to 2x minus 4. So you get the same answer here too. So it doesn't matter which method we apply, in the both way you get the same answer. Here is your next problem. So I have the graph of the line is given there. That is y is equal to 6 over 5x plus 1. And the line P, that is this line, is parallel to line Q. So Q is passing through the point negative 5, negative 1. So you need to find out the equation of the parallel line Q. So please pause the video and follow the same step of the first question. Once you have done, come back. I hope you have done that problem, that question, you have solved it. So let me show you the answer for that one. My given line is 6 over 5. The slope of the line is 6 over 5. And the slope of the parallel line is also same as 6 over 5 because those two lines are parallel. So I can write the equation of my parallel line is y is equal to mx plus b. So y is equal to 6 over 5x plus b, because I don't know what is the y-intercept of my parallel line Q. So to figure out the b, so I have the point negative 5, 1. So plot the point negative 5, negative 1. And I have to draw a line parallel to this one and passing through, parallel to the line P, passing through this point. Since these two lines are parallel, the slope should be same. So 6 over 5 is the slope. So I use the from this point 6 point up and 5 point over. So I get a second point. So draw the line. So from the graph I can identify my y-intercept of the line Q is 5. So b becomes 5. So I can replace the b with 5. So I will get the answer of the equation of the parallel line is y is equal to 6 over 5x plus b, the 5 here. So that is the graphical method we can apply. So I want to show you the algebraic method too. So we are given the point negative 5, negative 1. So replace the x and y with negative 5 and negative 1, my latest situation. So replace the x with the negative 1 and y with the negative 5 and simplify and solve for b. So I can, when you have a fraction, you need to multiply 6 times negative 5 is negative 30 and divide by negative 5, that becomes negative 6. To solve for b, add 6 on both sides, I will get b is equal to 5. So now you have b, so replace the b with the 5 here. So my equation of my parallel line Q is y is equal to 6 over 5x plus b. I want to show you one more thing. So you know that these two lines, this is the given line P and this is the line this is the equation of the line I want to find out the parallel line. Y is equal to 6 over 5x. Okay, both this part will be same and the lines are parallel. This part will be same. The slope part will be same. The only the difference is in the y-intercept. Since those two lines are parallel, so the first part will be same. Only different thing is their y-intercept are different. So this number will be different. So when you write the answer, look at that. So y is equal to 6/5x plus my equation. The y-intercept of my parallel line may not be 1. So that's why I write just b. So to figure out the b, I plug in the point and figure out the b is 5. So when lines are parallel, the first part will be same. The only thing different is their y-intercept. So here is the next problem, the next question. So I have given the outline of that answer, so please try to do that one. And here I am using the algebra method. So please pause the video and try to do by yourself, then come back. Welcome back. I hope you have done this problem. So the given line is y is equal to 3x minus 2. The slope of the given line is 3. And since we are at the equation of a parallel line, so the slope of the parallel line is 3. So I have write they have the same. Both lines have parallel, so the slopes are same. The equation of the parallel line, I had to write y is equal to mx plus b. So y is equal to, the m is 3x plus b. So I don't know what is the b. So to identify the b, I had to replace the x and y with the given point at 3, 2. So my x is 3 and my y is 2. So 2 is equal to 3 times the x plus b. So x is 3 here. Now you simplify it. So I get 2 is equal to 9 plus b. To solve for b, you subtract 9 from both sides. You will get b is equal to 9 minus 9 becomes 0. So 2 minus 9 is negative 7. Now I know what is the value of the b, so what is the y-intercept the line. So here is the, replace the b with the negative 7 here. So equation of my parallel line is y is equal to 3x and b is minus 7. So I hope you have got the same answer. Otherwise you can use the graphical method. You can draw the graph. So if you draw the graph, my point is 3/2 on the graph sheet. I plot the point 3,2, 3, 2 here. From that point I need to apply the slope. Slope is 3, so I can write 3/1. That means 3 point up 1/. Since I need to reach the y-axis to figure out the y-intercept, let me move backwards. So 3 down, 1 left. So 3 down, 1 left. 3 down, 1 left. 3 down, 1 left. So here should be the line. So when you read 3 down, 1 left, I reach there. So I can, this is the parallel line. So when I can figure out the y-intercept is here, that become 2, 4, 6, that is negative 7. So I have the y-intercept is negative 7. So that means the both way I got the same, we got the same answer. Here is the next problem. So I hope you can do by yourself. Pause the video and come back once you have done. Welcome back. I hope you have done this problem. So equation of this line is y is equal to 0.25x plus 5. The slope of the given line is y is equal to mx plus b4, so 0.25. Since I'm writing the equation of the parallel line, if two lines are parallel, so they have the same slope. So the slope of the parallel line is also 0.25. And equation of the parallel line, we want to write the equation the y is equal to mx plus b form. That means y is equal to 0.25 x plus b. So I'm missing b right now. So I need to identify, we have to identify what is b. You may have some question. Here the slope is 0.25. So you can write the 0.25 as a fraction if you want. That is 0.25 is 1/4. Now you may have a confusion. How do I change that decimal to a fraction? Okay, this is the way we do it. After the decimal point, we have 2 digits. So I can write 0.25 as 25 over 100. So look here, I have 2 digits, so there should be 2 zeros. If it was only a 0.2, if it was only a 0.2 there like this, then I write, since there is only 1 digit, after decimal there should be 1 0, that becomes 10. So 2 over 10. Here I have 2 digits. So now I simplify. 25 and 100 can be divided by 25. Both numbers are divisible by 25. So 25 divided by 25 is 1. 100 divided by 25 is 1/4. So if you want, you can convert that the decimal 0.25 to a fraction as 1/4. Here we don't have to do it because a parallel line we can use the same slope 0.25, but when we are doing the perpendicular you have to change the, this fraction, convert to a fraction. Anyway, I need to find out the b. So to figure out the b, plug in the point -8, for x and y. -8, -2. I'll get y is -2 is equal to 0.25, x is -8 plus b. So -2. So 0.25 times -8 is -2 plus b. So I need to add 2 on both sides. I will get b is equal to add 2 on both sides, so plus 2 here. So -2 plus 2 becomes 0. So b is equal to 0. So replace the b with the 0 here. So I get y is equal to 0.25 x plus 0. But normally when you have plus 0, we don't write that way. So we write y is equal to 0.25 x is the answer for that question. Here is the next problem. I have y is equal, that is x is equal to 6y minus 6y is equal to -2. So you are asked to write the equation of the parallel line. First, I need to identify the slope of the given line. So this line is not given in y is equal to mx plus b4. The first I need to change the given equation to y is equal to mx plus b4 and identify the slope. So I can move the x to the right side, subtract x from both sides. Subtract x from both sides. So I will get -6y is equal to, so x minus x is cancelled out, that becomes 0. -x minus 2. Then divide with -6 on both sides. So when you divide the -6, each and every term should be divided by -6. I will get y is equal to negative and negative become positive x over 6 and negative become positive 1 over 3. The slope of my line is 1 over 6 is the slope, and the slope of my parallel line is also 1 over 6. So my equation of my parallel line is y is equal to mx, so that is 1 over 6x plus b. So b will be different, so I don't know what is the b, so plus b. So this is the starting point of equation of my parallel line. I need to find out what is the b of that, the y-intercept of that line. So I have to replace my x and y with the 12, 7 and solve for b. So my x is 12 here and y is 7. So 7 is equal to, I can write that 12 over 6 plus b. 12 divided by 6 is 2 plus b is equal to 7. Now I have to subtract 2 from both sides to solve for b. So b is equal to 7 minus 2 is 5. So I will get b is equal to 5. Once you have b, so replace the b with the 5. So my answer is y is equal to, or equation of the parallel line is y is equal to x over 6 plus b. So this is the equation of parallel line. I hope you have understood how to write the equation of a parallel line if you are given the equation of an equation is given and a point is given. So now we have the next type of question, that is write the equation of a line that is perpendicular to a given line. So that is we are going to do next.